I've spent the last 10 years selling every way you can think of. Door-to-door sales, tech sales as an SDR, also worked in recruitment, and now I even sell high-ticket coaching offers. And in those 10 years, generated millions in sales. And what I've learned is this: most of what you hear in sales today is complete rubbish. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna give you 10 years of brutally honest sales advice. No BS, no theory, just what actually works if you wanna make more money and close more deals. Lesson 1, solve a painful problem. Now, a lot of people think their story and the way they sell can convert people, and it does work. Your story kind of gets people the buy-in, gets people to know a little bit about you, what you do, see if they like your personality. But one of the most important things to do is actually solve big problems. And I see a lot of even closers we work with, or people that take sales calls or appointment sales in the DMs, try to build so much rapport, which works. But the other thing we have to do is to be able to make that person aware of the problem, how big that problem is, and how important it is for them to solve at this current moment. Prospects don't just hand over money because of how much you care or how well you get along. They hand over money because you solve a big problem. Use your story to open the door, but once you're in the sales conversation, make it all about them. Lesson 2, volume always wins. Earlier in my career, when I used to do door-to-door sales and also event sales, I was told if I was able to speak to 100 people, knock 100 doors, I was able to do 3 to 5 sales. So then I used to think, what if I spoke to 200 people or I knocked 200 doors? Am I going to be able to get more? And the thing is, most salespeople don't fail because they're bad. They fail because they don't do enough reps. Lesson 3, the best salespeople ask the best questions. Sales isn't about pitching, it's about diagnosing. If you ask the right questions, the client will tell you exactly how to sell to them. Shut up, listen, and use their words to frame your solution. Lesson 4, price is never the real objection, ever. When people say it's too expensive, what they really mean is they don't see the value in what you're offering. If you build value properly, the price becomes irrelevant. Lesson 5, confidence sells more than scripts. When I was training reps back in the day on door-to-door sales, everybody had the same scripts, but the only difference between someone who would go out and absolutely crush it was one thing: confidence. People don't buy from the person who sounds desperate, they buy from the person who sounds certain. Lesson 6, following up is where the money is. 80% of sales happen after the 5th touch point. Most people give up after 2. Be the person that follows up, stays on top of mind, and you'll win deals that everybody else leaves on the table. Lesson 7, urgency without scarcity is dead. Stop making fake deadlines. People see straight through that. The best urgency comes from showing the client what happens if they stay exactly where they are right now. Paint the cost of inaction clearly and they'll make the right move. By the way, guys, if you're a coach or a consultant looking to double or if not triple your cash collected in the next 90 days, this is exactly for you. Down below, you're gonna see a link, and if you are interested in working with me and the team to see how we've been able to help some of our clients like Luca hit 50K within a month in 30 days of launching an offer, click the link down below and it will take you to a call with myself, and we'll sit down and we'll go through currently where you are, how your funnel's going, and how we can increase those sales as soon as possible. Lesson 8, master your tone, not just your words. Sales is 20% what you say and 80% how you say it. If your tone doesn't match your words, the prospect will not trust you. Practice tonality like you practice the script. Lesson 9, handle objections before they even come up. When I was working in event sales and I'd pitch 100 people, the feedback was so fast, I got to a point where I knew every single excuse someone would tell me to not buy. And because of that, I had my own preemptive strike that I could put forward. Now I've said that excuse, it's very hard for that person to then say, this is the reason why I don't want to buy. I've already preempted it. If you know money, time, or trust is going to be an issue while you're pitching, handle them before they come up. And lesson 10, discipline always beats motivation. The truth, most salespeople are not consistent. The ones who win aren't the most talented, they're the most disciplined. They show up every day, make their calls, send their messages, do their follow-ups, and track their numbers. That is it. And if you've made it this far, one more bonus lesson. Rejection is the tuition you pay to become good at sales. If you're not getting rejected daily, you're not talking to enough people. And boys, girls, embrace it, because every no gets you closer to a yes. So that's 10 years of sales advice in 10 minutes. But the thing that will make you better is if you go out and you do the reps. talking to more people, getting rejected by more people, and doing more than the guy next to you. So if you want to be good at sales, stop searching for the perfect script, stop looking at the best ways to objection handle all the time. Go out and do what needs to be done so you can go get better. By the way, guys, if you want to see exactly how we helped one of our clients, Luca, go from $0 to $50,000 cash collected in 30 days with no real prior sales experience within high ticket sales, click this video here for a full breakdown.